saw it, he put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
Here comes the two-point try. Motion from the wide receiver. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. He's going to be stopped short of the goal line. The two-point attempt is no good as they are unable to extend the lead. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Mahan. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And that defender was just smothering the quarterback on that screen attempt. You know, the QB's taught to hold on to it to the last possible second. He had no shot trying to negotiate that defender.
Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
They punted on their first drive of the game, and now they have to convert on third down to avoid doing it again. These corners backing off a bit. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Got a man, it's Lincoln. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Here's the handoff. Got the first down and more. All kinds of room to the right. Inside the... And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Blue Devils!
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Louisville has the edge. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Wide receiver going in motion. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. Touch pass on the run. Looking for room at the 25. Turning it on.
like that, you got to find him, and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They clearly found that dude. They score here, we're in for a ball game.
Looking to pass, it's Mahan. Unloads to the wideout. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play on it.
The play action fake. Fires to the wideout. Got his man to the left. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains and they'll mark it at the 44.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Little. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
Yeah, you throw a little hitch route. Nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly. Wide receiver, quarterback. Nice job being on the same page. Nice completion, nice catch.
They just keep firing. Caught close to the marker. It's Moore. Tackle is made at the 44 after the 5-yard gain and the first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
He'll pull it on the read and just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
As an offense, you're okay with that. You're going to run option plays, and sometimes you're going to bust it big, but sometimes you don't necessarily read it correctly, get some positive yards, and then we come back and we do it all over again with different reads against the different defense.
They'll go to work on second down after doing damage on the ground. Football with the run. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The Blue Devils come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking downfield, it's Mahan. They'll run the screen. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
To the air on first down. Wide open downfield. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that last completion, it was a good example of that.
Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Duke.
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. He navigates some traffic, steps out of bounds at the 27 as this offense tries to get something going. And the Cardinals can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain. The Cardinals want to crank the tempo. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Wants to fire on second down. Lets it fly. Got him downfield. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. And the Cardinals with the 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking downfield on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Golden. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking to buy time. He'll pull it down and run. And he will wisely scamper out of bounds. No need to take unnecessary hits.
This is a defense that's going to be aggressive, and they're not going to just sit back and rush 4 guys on that play. They're going to send the blitz. You're getting smaller, faster guys fighting fire with fire. You know this quarterback is athletic, but we've got fast guys too, and that time, that was a great play call defensively.
The offense changing the play. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. There he goes. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal.
Well, he does a really nice job buying time, and I love the awareness there, understanding no one's open downfield, knowing where the sticks are, and he's able to use his athleticism to get that first down.
This offense is about to face the one thing that can stop it. Time expiring in the first half. Before then, they can get another score. Back's got it. Touchdown, Louisville! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build. this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
Getting aggressive here and going for two. He's into the end zone for the two and extends the lead. So a drive there of 82 yards, and they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Back to throw, it's Mahan. He'll off one deep down the left side. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
And it's funny, right before that play, I'm thinking to myself, I wonder if this offense is just going to play conservative here with the field position, the fact they haven't scored a ton of points so far in this game, and just run the ball and take it into halftime. No, they're being aggressive, and not just that. They're taking deep shots way down the field, but give the defense credit. They were ready for it, forcing that incompletion.
He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. Let's go. Right. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Wants to throw on first down. Blasted as he lets it go. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Cardinals will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a score.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking for a man, it's Mahan. It's complete to the right. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Yeah, and the fullbacks don't run long routes. Most of the time you keep those guys short off of a little play action or a run fake. Gets the catch, secures it, gets a little bit of yardage.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Got it in the middle, it's Little. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Snagged in the middle, it's Sullivan. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
And you got to love the versatility of the big fella. You can put him in the box and let him block big defensive linemen, or you put him in the slot and you throw him the football and have success.
And the Blue Devils are flying down the field. They'll move the tight end. He'll keep it himself. They get him in the backfield, and he loses 3 on the play.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on third down from the 43. Back to pass, it's Mahan. Here comes the heat. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
And this offense has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. They're already down 2 possessions. You know the pass has to come at some point, but they got to keep him clean. They can't get behind the sticks consistently. They've got to start to narrow this gap.
A famous writer once said most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on fourth down, trailing by double figures. They'll have to do a better job of protection this time after that third down sack set them back, but they'll go for it here. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Looking left. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end.
Man, defensively, this is beautiful. You want them to be aggressive. You got to continue to get stops. You got the lead. Now you give the ball back to your offense again with a chance to salt this away here in the second half.
And the Cardinals in the hurry-up. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Back to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Brown. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Gets it past the first down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, you got to be able to turn the page quickly on defense. Just gave up a first down on the ground, but here comes tempo. You've got to get lined up.
Breaks into the open. Got some room,